Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Fred, where I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last episode we started the game. Got to know this beautiful little game. Or the first little things about it, and I guess this game is fucking huge, by the way. So, get ready for probably a pretty lengthy let's play. Alright, last episode we explored a lot of the forgotten crossroads. We got ourselves a map. We got ourselves a compass to see where we are. We got ourselves a quill to be able to mark, or like to write down new little things on our map. Let me go down here and take a look at what's down here. In this episode we are probably going to be fighting our first real boss. Or maybe even two bosses, because there are two bosses available to me, now that I remember it. So right now I'm on uncharted areas. This place I've not marked down, so I will not be able to see where I am. Which is something I really like. The fact that you return to your bench and you're like, oh my god, I explored all of these beautiful areas. Another amazing thing about this game. Let me just go and praise the game even more. It does deserve all of its praise, however. Yeah. Kill this guy. Whenever you kill these guys, they drop their babies. They die and little babies spawn from them. I think they can also just spawn babies by themselves, I think. I think it's one of their main ways of attacking. By creating... They attack you by creating babies and throwing them at your face! We have this place. A door with an open slot. This is a tram station, which we will not be able to do something with... which we will not be able to do anything with for a pretty long time. Let's go and... fall all the way down again. And kill that one. Yeah. I saw her spawning her children. I was like, oh crap, they're gonna fly in my face. Ew, they're gonna touch my face. Nobody touched my beautiful shell. Alright, so now we can use our pogo stick technique with our nail to pogo our way over here. There are a lot of different ways that you can go about this, but this is the way that you're... I think this is the way you're supposed to do it, is using the pogo stick technique. You can come back here later with some movement upgrades to be able to make it easier if you kind of suck at doing the pogoing. Or if you're not used to doing the pogoing in any case. Alright, spikes. Almost ran right into the spikes. Another geopile. Nothing over here. Let's go over here. There we go. Where am I right now? Oh yeah, these are the first enemies that use weapons. Usually, when it comes to bugs wielding weapons, it's a good idea when they hit you, when you hit them like this in front of them, they will block and do an attack forward. Whenever that happens, jump over them and either hit them in the back or hit them by pogoing on top of their heads. There are gonna be some tougher enemies later on in the game, which I will be able to show this technique to, which I will be able to show how to properly do this, how to easily fight these enemies. God damn, it's difficult to speak English sometimes, especially to make sentences. Let's see, there is. Oh yeah, there's this lever. Oh right, if I jumped into the hole in the last episode, if you watched the last episode, which I think in case you would do. You have this little hole, I can jump down, and I would be blocked by two gates, but since I've gone down first, I could hit the switch and open up the gates. This is a dark room, isn't it? Yes. I won't be able to do anything in it right now. Well, you can technically go through those rooms, but it's gonna be difficult. I have the feeling that I have to sneeze. Sneeze. You know what, wait, I'm not gonna go this way. Right now. I'm gonna go the other way first. Let's go down. Don't you hate it when you have like a sneeze coming up and it just does not want to come out? Let's see, all the way down here. Oh yeah, right, I haven't marked, I haven't written down anything for this particular area. There we go, this is where I want to go. So this is a boss that you don't have to fight right now, but I'm gonna fight right now to make it interesting. Meet the Gruus Mother. So those creatures from before, this is the big mother. Her main way of attacking is using her body. Just flying in your face. She has either... Wow, that was easy. She has either the slamming around up and down, like from the top of the place. From the ceiling to the floor, or she just rams straight into your face. And yes, that did just happen. The mother had some children inside of her, and they decided to emerge when the mother died. Welcome to Hollow Knight, the game about bugs. Nasty, nasty bugs. Alright, we have this place, which we cannot do anything with right now. We need a movement upgrade before we can continue over here. We have some more bugs. I just remembered how to get the one guy that was missing in Dartmouth. Totally forgot that you had to do this. We enter this house. Yeah, this guy. Oro, if you wield your nail like a club. Ask me, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see, this old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever awoken. I am Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dartmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deeds. You're exploring then, very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail though, and I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it. Haha, I know how to wield my nail. Anyway, no, don't quote me on that, I guess. That's everything over here. It is really important to get this guy, however. You will see when we will see when we get back to Dartmouth. Let me go and run back to the left. I'll meet you guys back in the... Well, actually, nah, I can just walk over there. There's no need for cutting. And you can enjoy the beautiful sounds of this game when I'm not ranting or talking in my weird-ass English. Gotta break everything on the road. Is there something in this? I remember there being something in this room. But that's something for later on, I guess. Alright, yeah, we cannot do anything with this. I remember now. Alright, I will meet you guys back over to... the place where I can go to the left, to the one place that is like scribbled down by Cornifex, but I have not explored yet. And here we are. So, what can we find in this place? Another one of these boys! Also, whenever you're fighting a difficult encounter, you'll hear the music change. So I'll be quiet for this. There we go. That's another one of those big bugs dead. The big bad dog. Big bad dog. Also, another thing that I would suggest to do when you first start playing the game, whenever bugs run at you, don't attack them like I do it, because I know almost the perfect timing to hit these enemies. I would just suggest jumping over them and doing this, or jumping over them and hitting them in the back or whatever, but it's really difficult to keep the enemy at bay when they run out straight at you. You have to use your nail pretty dang perfectly at that point. It's the same as doing this. It's the same as doing the pogoing stuff. This is another thing that I won't be able to do for a little while. Oh yeah, something else I haven't shown quite yet. If you go to the menu, you can actually go to the map, and then you have like this big map where everything is connected to each other, instead of having this little stinky map. Let me go back over to the charms. There we go. Alright, more bugs to kill. That is our main purpose as being this random guy in Hollow Nest. And meet the first real boss of the game, I guess you could call him. The False Knight, or the first required boss of the game. You need to beat this boss to continue to the game. Alright, so he has different attacks. He can do the normal stomp, where he will just try to hit you with his mace. Or he can do a charging up, basically, where you have to deal with a shockwave. And as you can see, we have this really big head popping out of this armor. When he does this, you can hit these little meteorites, I guess you could call them, back at him. If you want to. But I would just, if you've never fought this boss before, I would just suggest on focusing on dodging it. Alright. Another thing I'm gonna say about this boss, you will not be able to get soul from him except if you hit his head. Like his actual head. When he's the white head that pops out. That's the only piece of his body that will give you soul. Go. Let's go watch out again. I'm gonna go into a tantrum again. And then that happened. And there we go. Now we got ourselves the city crests. Wait, I want to show something first. If you go over here, you can see that this little mace guy, that this mace was another bug. You can hit him around if you want to, but I'm just gonna let him run away. He has nothing to do with this. Alright, so the thing that we got from here is a city crest. Stone slab bearing the crest of the Hollow Nest capital city. Has an insert on the back that would fit into the slot. So this thing is needed to continue going through the story, but there's another thing that you need after this, that you get after this room, which you will require to move on with your life. To move on with your life in the Bug Kingdom. Let us go and check out the next area. Gotta love myself some lettuce. Right, we meet all of these weird ass totems and totem torches. And then we have this area. And a lovely bench made of probably bones. Let's go and check out the map. Look at this beautiful freaking map. I love it when a map gets filled in. I love it. Alright. Hello. The snail shaman. Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange empty face and a wicked looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Hollow Nest's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Don't be afraid. Have faith. That spell belongs to you now. All you need to do is take it. Oh, you won't be going much further without it, I promise. Well, let's go and take it. Consumed the Vengeful Spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete soul. Replenish soul by striking enemies. Alright, one thing that I will say, in the entirety of this playthrough, I will not be using my sword a lot of the times. I tend to fight a lot with my nail and not particularly with my quote-unquote magic. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept. But I seem to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course. Simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the Heartless Temple. Such disrespect! I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. What is it? Are you wondering about this gate between us? It's a curious thing, but this door will not open until you have slain that creature lying in the heart of the temple. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the spirits of my ancestors will be watching over you. Okay, I was interrupted for a second. Alright, so I can tap B to use a Vengeful Spirit. I will use it on the next enemy. Bam! It's just a projectile magic thing. It uses the same amount. Basically, every single time you use soul, it uses the same amount of soul. For healing, for shooting a spell, whatever. It all costs the same amount of soul. Or at least for the time being, in any case. Here's the little roly-poly guys. Which you can also kill by bouncing them back, but it's not particularly easy to do when you don't know a good timing to hit them with your nail. This place is made for you not jumping over them. Or it's made to screw with you by making sure that you cannot jump over them. What, more Venge Flies, I think these guys are called. They're basically little shitty flying enemies. This gives me a soul totem, I think. Are these things called soul totems? I have absolutely no idea. Is this the way forward? Could be. I don't know. Let's go this way first. Ah, fuck. Let's heal that right up. I do like it. One thing that I really like about some games is the fact that some games introduce healing without having to use items. One thing that I find the most annoying thing to do in games is healing. Like having to remember like, oh right, I need to buy items to heal. Or the fact that you just have to buy items to heal. I find it such an inconvenience. Alright, now you have a pretty basic system for healing yourself. And in, for instance, Xenoblade Chronicles, which is then an RPG, which you would expect to have healing items, it doesn't have any freaking healing items in that entire game. The only way that you can heal yourself is by using other people. Or using arts in that game, basically your special moves. Alright, this is the guy we have to kill. So when we saw one of these before, when you get too close, they hide in their shell. If you go back, then they will stay out of the shell and you can hit them with the Vengeful Spirit. Now, eventually you will run out of soul and then he will spit out one of these little guys and you can hit them to get your soul back up. Now we can get ourselves the Soul Catcher charm. There we go. Hello. Oh, so it's done. You have slain the beast. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude, of course. We both knew you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. And look, the gate between us has opened. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell, and have faith. Whatever you are seeking, it will find you. Why do you hesitate? You'll get nothing more from me, I'm afraid. Though I do admire your persistence. There we go. And now we're back over here. Let me go and equip this charm. So, the Soul Catcher, used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them, increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail. There you go. We have 623 geo right now, which is a pretty decent amount. And we can hit this little lever over here, and the gate will open, which will bring us back over here. Whenever you have entered an area or completed an area and you haven't found Cornifer quite yet, he will leave his little card over here. Sorry I missed you, but if you're feeling lost, why not pop up with this, up our store in Dortmund and purchase a map of the area. So if you are unable to find him and he leaves the area, you have to go back to Dortmund and you can buy the map from Iselda. Right, so I will go over to the Grub family and I will then go back to Dartmouth to go and check out what that one guy has to give me now that I've saved him. And to also probably buy some more mapping supplies. This particular screen really reminds me of Metroid. Yikes! I thought I was hitting the enemy, I thought I was swinging my nail to the right, but that was wrong. And there you go. He will give you a reward for every grub you find. It starts up with money, later on he gives you like charms and some other interesting stuff. But we will get to that point when we get to it. Simple as that. Alright, so the new store is opened up over here and we can check it out. Oh, hello. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items that may improve your chance of survival. So, we can buy a simple key, the Gathering Swarm, Charm, Stalwart Shell, the Lumafly Lantern. This thing is really important. A Rancid Egg. Let's see, I think I will buy... What's this one do? Life in Hello-Nest can be tough, always taking hits and getting knocked around. This charm grants you more time to recover after taking damage, useful if you need to escape from a tight spot. I am going to get Gathering Swarm. I did not read what he had to say about it, but oh well. This whole thing, merely a fragment of something larger. Still, maybe you can make some use of it. I think I'm gonna wait with this for now. I think I'm gonna go over to the map shop and I'm gonna first clean out her inventory, maybe. This is not the map shop. You know what? Let's go over to the bench first. And let's go and get rid of the Soul Catcher. And get Gathering Swarm. A swarm will follow the bear and gather up any loose geo. Useful for those who can't bear to leave anything behind, no matter how insignificant. So now we have one charm slot open. If and when you want to use a charm that requires more slots, but you don't have the right amount of slots, you can try to put it in. It'll be like this. You can try again, and try again, and try again, and try again. And now you're overcharmed. Overcharmed. Whenever you are overcharmed, you can do this. But I'm not sure if you get one shot, but you do at least take 2 times the damage. So it is a risk. It takes a risk. But you can overcharm yourself if you want it. I went into the same wrong building again. Yep, that's this entire gaming show in a nutshell. You're just making the same mistakes over and over again. Papanada. Let me go and get the bench pin. All of these pins will just mark all of the stuff on your map. I will get the important ones, which are the stagway ones and the bench ones. Also the vendor ones. You can also buy these guys, markers. You can put these markers on your map yourself. This is something that wasn't in the game until the final update, I think. No, not the final one. One of the final ones in any case. I don't really care too much about these 2 pins. I do think I'm going to get a marker just to mark myself some interesting spots that I need to return to later on. When I have the right upgrades, because otherwise I'm going to be at the end of the game and going to be like, I'm missing this amount of items, and I don't know where they are. Let's see. So right now you can see all of the places where we have benches. You can see the places with the grub fodder. And I think I know which direction I have to go now. I will meet you guys at the place where you have to go right now. Actually, what the hell am I saying? It's in this screen, so I shouldn't be cutting. That would have been probably one of the most useless cuts I'd ever made. And I've made some useless cuts in my life. Alright, so last time we got blocked by this boy, but now we have ourselves our lovely magic. It's a kind of magic that will kick your ass. Yikes. Ah. There we go. That's him dead. And now we have our little fly friends that will grab the geo for us. Which means that I don't have to run back and get the geo every single time. Which will save me some time, effort, and trouble. It will also pick up... They will also pick up geo that has fallen into spike pits or whatever. Welcome to Green Path. Probably one of my favorite areas in the game. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit and let you enjoy the general atmosphere of this area. Okay, that should be enough. So all of these enemies are usually camouflaged or whatever. Not not the normal moss guys, which was one of these guys. They're easy to kill. You have the other moss creatures that just crawl out of the grass, out of the moss. And then we have these guys, which if you get too close to them, they will do a little bit of an explosion. When you hit them, and you kill them, they will drop and wait, and then they will explode again. So if you can, it might be a good idea to knock them into the acid and kill them instead of having to deal with the explosion. The most important thing is just to remember that they explode, because otherwise, I think the explosions deal 2 masks of damage, so it's really important to watch out for those. And there's a secret over here. Alright, can you see like those little blades of grass over there? It's a trap. It's a plant that will try to eat you. There we go. That's all of the stuff in this area. Going down here. Alright. That's it. Then we have those birds, which you can kill with a soul blast, but there's not really a reason for killing them, or at least not right now in any case. Let's rest at the... I keep on wanting to call... Whenever I say the word rest at a... Those words, when I say them in that order, I always have to say rest at the bonfire. Every single time. I've just played too much frigging Dark Souls in my life. Well, I've just made like 2, or maybe already 3. No, 2 Dark Souls freaking Let's Play, so yeah. It's just instinct. Nothing over here. Oh, 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 dang. And yeah, just gone. But you cannot follow her straight. These guys will just launch them straight at you, so you want to just try to jump out of their way. Try to bait out a horizontal attack and then jump over them. You know, I've noticed this has turned from a Let's Play to like a half-ass freaking walkthrough of me saying like, this is how you deal with this enemy. It is one of the things that I can say after playing the game a little bit. Okay, it looks like you don't take double damage from these guys. Let's go down here and see what we can find. What's this area? Right. Okay. I think if they launch at you and you manage to hit them while they're flying towards you, you will be able to point them in a different direction, basically. They will find the opposite direction when you hit them. Hey, get them. No. There we go. Watch out for his gas. I gotta watch my gas, man. There we go. That's one way to kill an enemy. Yikes. There we go. Got the little bugger. Let's go and cut this thing down. Also, whenever you're finding Conifer, you can hear him humming, and you can also see his trail of maps that he leaves behind. For reasons unbeknownst to me. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The road twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Let's go and get this map. I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past me, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. Alright, so that's the one person that we've also seen. Alright, this is going to be the perfect moment. I am going to go over to the map and I will mark this area because there's something to get over here. I'm not going to distinguish the different things. I'm just going to say like, hey, this is an area where you need a certain upgrade that you don't have quite yet. Or at least I won't do it for the time being. I can buy a couple of different markers. Or I can only buy 2 of them right now. Later on you can have a total of 4. Yeah, I'll just do that. to avoid any unnecessary confusion. Within my own brain, of course. If you guys are confused, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make as much sense out of anything of this as I can for myself. That was probably a horrible sentence. Oh well. That's what you guys are here for, right? Bad English and dumb gameplay. Oh, no, that I did not want to drop down, actually. Go down here. Get this grub. Alright, come at me, bro. Pointless. No! Dang. Let's go and heal up. There's still a little bugger over here. Come on. I know you're there. God dang it. I do think one sound that's very satisfying in this game is when an enemy falls into one of these pits. Like in one of these acid pools, and they make like a very satisfying sound. There we go. Nothing over here? Looked like that was a secret. But I think this is like the first area in the game that I went to, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in love with this game. I can remember the first time I played this game. It was in the winter time, I think, in my first year of college, and I was really stressed out, and then I started playing this game. I'm like, I could spend multiple evenings on this game. It was amazing. I never got tired of it. Oh no! No. You can just go and talk to them. I'm really bad at doing deep voices, so I'm not sure how this is gonna end. This is the hunter, by the way. Tiny squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. Well, we get the hunter's journal. I will show this off when I am done talking to this guy. Little squirm, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are just beginning. Don't delay, descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find. That is the wrong button. You can go over here, then go all the way over to journal. And then you have a lot of things about a lot of enemies in this game. So, this thing is the one thing that I will not be completing in this file. I have completed in other game files, so I will show you in other game files, of course. But the thing that you can do with this is you can read up what these enemies are and what they do. And then you can see the hunter's perspective on this enemy. Dull and pathetic, hardly worth killing. Like this. And if you want to get the hunter's perspective on this, or the hunter's opinion, I guess, you have to defeat a certain enemy a certain amount of times. And this is something that can get really tedious later on in the game. So I will not be doing this. I will, however, read everything of those, because I like reading. I will be reading all of those to you guys, but then probably at the end of the game in a different episode altogether. When I have everything of those, which will probably be like a reading session of an hour and a half. Oh well. Some people will be interested in it, I'm pretty dang sure. There might be some people crazy enough to be interested in all that stuff. Nah, not crazy enough. I am personally very interested in all that stuff, so yeah. Don't feel bad for what I just said. I don't mean anything that I say, anyway. No journal entry, So, this is what happens. Whenever you kill an enemy, you get a new journal entry, and you are done. Okay. When you are done with killing a certain amount of enemies, the game will also tell you when you are done with farming that enemy. God damn it. What am I doing? You know, let's go and check out this area, maybe. Oh, a bench, nice. There we go. Nice. Let's go down first, and let's go and see what I can find down here. I'm not sure if I can do much in this. And there's shotting part over here. Oh, little moss guy. Little moss guy. Instantly runs into it. God damn it, I stopped too early. We have these enemies. You can kill them by knocking their shit back at them. And then they deflate like little balloons. Okay, let's go and stand up here and fail to knock these things back. There we go. Speed up. Oh yeah, this area. I'm not gonna go to this area because this is kind of pointless right now. I'm not gonna mark it also because the thing is I'm only gonna mark things when I see when it's like a dead end room, for instance. When there's an item or a thing that I have to do in a room that's a dead end. Because otherwise, like I have this place that I've entered but I've not gone through the entirety of the room, and then later on in the game I'm like, oh yeah, I have to go that way to get. I hope I'm going the wrong way actually. Alright, these guys. You can also kill these enemies, but it's kind of difficult to do right now for your hunter journal, but you can mainly use them to pogo yourself forward. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna go down here quite yet. I'm first gonna... God, you little bugger. I will first clear green path, because you get one upgrade in this area, which is going to increase your mobility by quite a lot. There we go. I think I'm gonna ignore these enemies for now. Like from now in any case. Usually when I'm done clearing a screen, I don't kill all of the enemies again, except if I want to. You! Oh, that's such an annoyingly placed enemy. Alright, I'm just gonna go up here. Watch out for these guys. I will heal up. And then I will kill you. I will wait till I have some more space to kill you with. There we go. Got him. Wait for him to explode again. And then run straight into the cloud of orange death. Those who stray from the White King's road shall face the law of Un. Some very obscure stuff right there. Trust me, it won't make any more sense later on. Nah, it does. It does make a little bit more sense later on in the game. Okay, that was a close one. Nice. There was one of those plants that I didn't know. That I didn't know that was there. There we go. I do remember that that enemy is called a fool's plant, I think. And the thing that the hunter says about that plant is pretty funny. I think it goes something like if you would been hit by this enemy, you would have to be a fool, which I find pretty funny because usually you get hit by those enemies, except if you know that they're there. Over here we have these little moss chargers, I think they are called. They will try to surprise you by jumping out, charging straight at you. When you hit them, the little buggers fall out, and you can kill them, or at least hit them. If you're fast enough, you might be able to hit this enemy twice, but it's difficult to do. Nice, got him. That is a sound that I find super satisfying. You can also notice when these moss chargers are somewhere, because yeah, you'll see the leaves jumping up and down. There we go. Surprise! Nah. Oh, there's a moss guy. There is something over here. Yeah, sure, let's go and check it out. Where will this bring me? You can also, of course, kill these enemies from a safer distance with your sword instead of using your nail. Okay, nice. Enters a new room, jumps straight into the friggin' thorns. Can I do this right now? Nah, I need an upgrade. Alright, it's no problem. I will return. Yikes. This guy's tried to do a freaking shoulder bash, and then I fall on the ground and roll around, which is feeling funny. Ah, crap, didn't see the little bugger. Go out of the ground. Whoops. There we go. Where am I right now? I have a pretty rough idea where I am. Which is actually it's really pretty good and I'm over here actually. How many times did I just say actually? What is down here? More moss dudes! I think these things are called moss crawlers. Or moss creepers maybe? Yeah. Moss creepers might make a lot of sense. This... I know this one. And I think I will leave it for now. Might actually be a good idea for me to make... For me to make a beeline to the place with the upgrade. I think the next bench that I find will probably be the next episode. No, probably the end of the episode. But I am still a little bit unsure about that. Depends on how long the episode's been going on, but I cannot see because my recording program is not always working with me. Who knows? This freaking Let's Play might even be a little bit glitchy when it comes to the audio again. Which is still something that I don't know how it happens, and I don't really know how to fix it, which is quite annoying. No crap. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, this was the... No, this was not the correct way to go. Well, it doesn't really matter too much. You have to go both ways anyway. But you can pay 50 geo. Then the gate opens. Oh no, both of them open. Okay, that's good. So you can go both the directions. It doesn't really matter which one you go, or which one you take. I think I'm gonna go down, but I'm first gonna go and check something. Yeah. This is gonna be the end of the episode. Ugh, Jesus, I'm sweating like a madman again. Why is it always so hot in my room? Alright. I hope you enjoyed this episode of just... I really need to find a good outro. What would be a good outro? Yes, Hollow Knight just sleep on it while I'm thinking of a new good outro. A no good outro! Nice English, bro. I'll have to think about it later on. I still hope you enjoyed this episode of Just Fed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!